Peace to the fam, peace to the fam. What's happening, what's happening, what's happening? Stick a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Abdul Kul Tafulatai. Wabazum, Gama Farragoon, Shilel Kaloon. We are in the love of all, and all love is in us. We are a part of all, and all is a part of us. We are one with all, and all is one with us. And we can succeed as a part of all and fail as individuals. We can be all that we wish in all, as long as our wish is to stay in all. We are never alone. All is, we are. All can, we can. All does, we do. Man, listen. Tonight gonna be fabuloso. I love when we have special guests slide through and whatnot, because I get to practice my introduction skills to make sure I'm still. Make sure I mute everybody. My introduction skills, I have to get them up every time we have special people coming through. I told y'all to be on time. They only got 30 minutes. So this young person right here, this young Jedi, that's what we do on Wednesday nights. You know what I'm saying? This is where all the Jedis meet up for their training. Has a very similar story to each and every one of yous, and has achieved the fuck it level. You know what I'm saying? Probably had to go through some fuck it's before they got to the next fuck it level, because there's always a fuck it that you got to have that's gonna take you to the next level. Go watch Risky Business and Tom Cruise, right? A major influencer of her own family, a savior to her own ancestors, somebody who's putting in the work in her own personal development, really doing big things, hasn't even peaked out yet, just doing her climb, steady climb, putting other people on as she goes. She volunteered to say, hey man, if you need something, yabba yabba, and I was confused and just like, yo, you know, somebody like you want to slide through, it'll be disrespectful for me to let her be anywhere else around a bunch of Jedis. Y'all open up your microphones and put your hands together for my friend and yours, Aprille Franks. Make some noise, make some noise, make some noise.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. My pleasure. My pleasure. Most of the folks here, even before we got to Austin, their instructions when they joined the condo approach was not to start at the beginning where Todd and them said, do this in this order. It was to skip all the way down to your talk, okay? So if you have not watched it, your loss. If you have watched it, she's here in the flesh, and you already know how we getting ready to go down. I'm gonna slide over here to the side, turn it over to her, and she got full reign to say whatever she want. However her ancestors want to speak through her, however she guys share what's on her mind. So y'all pay attention. I want books and notepads out. Keep your phones on mute, and then we're gonna chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Some more. I'm gonna try to add some more champagne to the campaign, but that's what she doing here. She bringing her own version of her champagne to add to our campaign. Thank you, Queen, for blessing us this evening.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Oyi. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to be present. And I just want to support this community by kind of shifting our energy to what we're really here for. And by here, I mean on the planet, like what we're here to do, what we're internally called to do, the thing that keeps many of us up at night. And so I'm going to be in a lot of masculine energy today in this session, because I have a short amount of time to share with you some things that it takes people a while to kind of capture. And so I kind of want to start just with this idea of getting really clear. And I'm kind of calling this talk Zero Fucks to Profitable Bliss. And how do we start really releasing these ideas over here that may be preventing us from really being where we desire? And by that, I simply mean, you know, my goal is to serve women by supporting them in making more money, but still operating in their feminine. And I know that it's important not only that they hear me, that they're attracted to me, that they're following me online, all that's great. But what's greater is when I can transform them through my products and services. The transformation is what takes time, right? It's like, you know, if you equate this to a journey, the journey, that's the beginning. That's you on your video. That's you when someone meets you. That's just the beginning for them. The real work is in the integration, and that is what people are paying for. And so we want to talk about that today. Let's see. There's a little feedback. I think someone's unmuted. Nia is unmuted. Thank you so much for that. So when I think about where we are, right? Like, how can we focus on getting paid while being purposeful? Because when I came online 13 years ago, I vowed to myself, I will not sell my soul to the devil to make money on these internet streets. No matter what people are doing, I'm going to do my own thing. And I have done that. It took me 2.5 years to reach my first $1 million. And we've been making 7 figures every single year since then. And I've been doing this for 13 years online. One of the questions when OE asked me, I was like, what do you want your community to take away from this? And he was like, that y'all can do anything and that you are worthy of being compensated for what you're putting out into the world. And I want to help you with that today. What I don't want us to focus on is making millions. And that's what I said to him. I want people to focus on what's right in front of them, because currently right now, if you ask yourself, and I want to know this, like, how do you currently feel about your business? 5 being you feeling really great, 1 being you're like, 3 being like you're somewhere in the middle. If you can type that in the chat, that would be great, because I have a follow-up question to that. 5, 7, 4, 2, right? So there's every single range of feeling is present. And so what I want to ask you is, right now, what is your current goal of either people you want to help in a month, people you want to help in a month, or pick one of these numbers, or money you want to make in a month? How many people in a month do you want to help? Or answer how much money you want to make. I'm giving you those choices because some of you don't like to talk about money, even though we need it. And so it's easier for you to pick a number to help people versus you picking a dollar amount, which still will equate to dollars. And if you pick dollars, it still will equate to people. So just what are some of those numbers? Someone says 50K. Someone says help millions of people a month. Someone says 1. Someone says 5K consistently. 3 people a month, 5 people a month, 3 people a month, 25K, 10K, 20K, 10K, 15, 30, 7 to 10K, at least 30, 42, 25K, 6-figure annual, which is about 9K. Okay, so we're in we have a big range. So I'm going to talk to everyone around 25K, and then y'all can do your own math for your own thing. So let's get into it. Do you currently have the business acumen? First of all, how many people here consider themselves business owners or CEOs? Business owner or CEO? And who does not? If you say no, if you do not. Okay, great. So I'm talking to business owners and CEOs. So, do you currently have the business acumen to run a 7-figure business? Do you have the business acumen, team, or systems in place? Okay, that's great. So we can stop talking about being a millionaire. Most of the answers is no. So we can stop talking about that. Let's talk about a number that we can get to first. I'm the next person. Because as you build that business that is from 0 to 6 figures, Six figures is that's 100,000. Then there's, 150, 200, 250, 300, 500, 750,000, 838, 999, right? Six figures is a long range. And there's a lot that happens for your company and you to evolve and to expand in order for you to be able to actually operate said business. That means that you have gained even more spiritual awakening, more awarenesses, but also just becoming more astute on how you're running your organization. That comes with every spurt of growth in the business. It will be like currently, let's say everyone here had a membership and there were 0 members right now. And then next week you had 10 members. You can manage 10 members, but what about in 30 days? What if you had 1 million members? Your site would crash. Customer service would be a nightmare, right? The number of payments, refunds, right? All the things. And so you want to, as you're scaling and growing in your business, then you're also scaling and growing to be able to handle and manage it, because it changes at each interval. This whole idea I want to talk about of us wanting to help everyone. Who here gets caught up in wanting to help everyone? Say me. You want to help everyone. Everyone can buy what you have. And I really want us to dial in. I know that there's a lot of rhetoric online about not niching in, but let's just pretend that we all just want to niche in for the rest of this year and we can go wild after that. So for the purposes of this, we're just all going to be very tight with who is really that person that we want to support. And I'm going to help you with that today. Although we have the ability to help everyone, the truth is we don't have to, right? Because if Nia could help everyone, then what's Ruben's purpose? And where are his people? What's Wami's purpose? What's Angelica? We don't need Angelica. Just kick her off. We don't need her because you need all the people. You need all of them and everybody. No. Every single one of you, what is so great about this is that there are so many people and they are going to have specific resonance with you. And that's really a gift, right? And so my desire to want to be in my ego, like I can help everyone is not, it's like, no, I could, but I don't even want to talk to you. Like, you're not really my people, but theoretically I could. And I equate this to this example that I give about toilet paper. What brand toilet paper do you use? I'm gonna type in my favorite one. What brand toilet paper do you use? Cottonelle, I'm Cottonelle, Angel Soft, Cottonelle, Charmin. Someone says don't care. Scott, Charmin, Honeycomb, Trader Joe's. Right? Now, all tissues wipe ass. When you walk down the aisle, there's 40 brands of tissue. They all really do the same job, but you have a preference. And the people that you're encountering, they have a preference too. And you're just as individual. It's like, yeah, but I can heal people too. I'm a coach too. Yeah, but so is so-and-so. No, but we're different, right? Because you're different. And so just really embracing your difference and where you are unique and how that uniqueness is a huge attraction factor to what it is that you're doing. I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at, because these are some things that you're going to want to write down. Ignore my desktop, it's a mess. Okay, can you see my screen? Okay, thank you. So there are some things right here that, where it says primary focuses, these are the things that I want. These are the things that as a business owner, we want to be focused on, okay? The thing I'm gonna dive into today in this short amount of time is number 2. But things that you wanna be clear on that I'm sure that OE is gonna be talking to you when he talks about your long range plan is all of these things. You want to be clear on your objective. So everyone knows why they're doing what they're doing and to what purpose. You want to be clear on who your ideal client is so that we know who we're speaking to directly. We want to be clear and we want to know them just like we know ourselves. You want to be clear on what your offer is And the reason why you always want to be clear on that is because you want to know, you want to be have the understanding that the transformation is in when they work with you. It's when they buy from you. That's really where it is. It's not just from the 17-second clip they saw of you on Instagram or the 5-minute encounter, right? Number 4, fulfillment, right? We always want to be clear on where we're fulfilling and how is that going to happen? Oh, I want to do a retreat. I want to do this. I want to do, okay, that's great. And how is that going to happen exactly? And then we want to also understand client acquisition. So while I'm not teaching all of these 6 components today, I just want you to have a clear picture. A lot of times people give you one topic, but then there's 15 other things. And you're like, well, shit, I thought I knew what I was doing, when really you just had a piece and you were not even conscious of the other things that go into play with that one element. And then client acquisition as it relates to organic. Organic simply means it's social media, it's free, right? It's referrals. It's you going live. It's you posting a video on YouTube or TikTok. And then there's paid ads. That's when you do the same thing, except you're spending money to get in front of other people. So that's called client acquisition. So those are things that we want to consider. And then 6 is clear on who's helping you with all this. How big do you want to be? And you get to decide what that is. Is it you and one other person and maybe, and that's it, maybe some contractors? Is it you and a staff? I have 7 full-time employees and like 16 contractors. So you get to decide, like, what is it that I really want? Because the more you make, please understand you're spending a lot of money, right? So I think for most business owners, I really like a $375,000, $400,000 income goal is a great goal so that you can actually make 6 figures. Because just because you generated $100,000 in sales doesn't mean you get that in your pocket to spend at all. It's the exact opposite. So those are considerations that I want you to be thinking about. So I want to talk about the client ICA, and I'm going to upload this worksheet for everyone. I'm going to share my screen so you can see. I think this is it. Yeah. So I'm actually going to give this to everyone. And let me try to upload it in the chat really quickly. Oh, I can't. Oh, you have to give me some kind of different rights or whatever, but I will send it to him and he'll make sure that everyone here gets it.
I sure will.
So yeah, I will definitely give that so that you can, let me tell you something about my ideal client. I know how to make my ideal clients orgasm. That's how good I am. I know what's in their head. I know what's in their subconscious. I know what they're thinking. I know what their intangible fears are. I know what their tangible fears are. I know what they being honest about. You want to be so deeply in understanding of the person that you want to spend and invest with you, because this is an intimate relationship. I think that the client relationship between client and for me, because I'm a coach is a very sacred relationship. And it's my job to know who they are and what they need and how I can help them. And when I can't help them and when they're not ideal. So these elements this worksheet is what you're going to work on and create for yourself so that you're clear. So when you go back to the notes that I took, because so I'll give you that too, you'll know where you are in the process and OE is going to fill the gaps in for you. So always know who your avatar is. We always name our avatar. The avatar has a name. The reason why the avatar has a name is because the avatar is a real human being. For this specific client profile, this is again is an example. Jazzy is a CEO, an entrepreneur, executive, high earning 6-figure chick. That's who Jazzy is. For this example, Jazzy's deepest desire is that she wants to leave a legacy for her family. She wants to break the cycle of poverty from her family and live her dream life out loud, right? Me knowing what does she actually want so I can speak to that. So my content speaks to that. So my voice speaks to that. So when they see an ad for me, it speaks to that. So when they talk to my team, that same thing is conveyed. My brand values, these aren't my brand values. My brand values is something different. But for this example, is passion, professionalism, purpose, people development, probity. What are your brand values? Because you're looking for people that's attracted to those values. Donald Trump has values. Biden has values. Michelle Obama has values. Barack Obama has values. You have values. Your neighbors has values. I bet they all ain't the same. People are connected to people based on their values. What do you value, right? And when values change, then people, they find someone else that is aligned with their values. All this is about alignment. So what are Jazzy's areas of contention? These are challenges. These are pain points. These are things that she don't like, okay? She's overwhelmed. X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, you fill in the gap. The number of them is not important. What's important is that you're complete in your understanding of this person, this human being that currently exists literally somewhere on the planet, and they just don't know that you are their next person. Jazzy's aspirations. What is she aspirational about? Because you also want to speak to that when you're talking to Jazzy, right? And then what does she care about? What does Jazzy care about? All these things are on the worksheet. You'll get a copy of this, so you'll be able to type over these, right, and create this for yourself.
Jazzy wants the champagne lifestyle too. I see champagne on there.
She sure does. A20, that's what we call in our brand, is Avatar 20. This thing is called an ideal client avatar, and it's just 20 characteristics of the person. You should know them. And then what is your promise to your ideal client, right? It says your brand promises to help Jazzy do what? And in this example, then we just list some examples. So I'll give you access to that. So when we talk about the money, and I'm gonna get there real quick, because I know people always want to skip to the money, but the money is in the understanding. 1 + 1 = 2 all day, or 22, depending on who you are and what kind of math you're using. So it's like, it doesn't, talking about the money is just one thing. Everyone here who picked their money goal, you can easily say, okay, for my ideal client, my average cost is, I don't know, $3,000, $2,500, $20 a month, whatever your numbers are, $20,000. Like for me, my mastermind is $22,800 for the year. It's $1,900 a month, easy math. There's 50 people in my program. And I don't have a GED still. You can do whatever you want. It just needs to make sense, but you need to really be clear with what that number 1 and 2, business objective. Why are we here? What are we doing? And that you have value and people are paying for that. Otherwise, you'll become a martyr for your business. And there's no purpose in that. No one here is a martyr. So we're not going to overserve and overprove that people should pay just because you're healing and helping people. I'm healing and helping people every day and still making 7 figures. I'm still whole. My clients are amazing. And I'm going to do my job. So when we look at the math, which you're going to go through, I do recommend that you work on 12-week intervals. Oh yeah, I don't know how y'all do it. When we set up an annual plan, we work with 12-week intervals, not based on the quarters, because shit, I might start in the middle of April, so we ain't got time for that. My 12 week starts the next Sunday or whenever your first day of the week is. And then 12 weeks, what is the big thing we want to happen? And then we start breaking that down. So I want to open the door for questions. I have an interview after this, so I have a hard stop, but I do want to open the floor in case people have questions. If you don't know who your avatar is, don't start asking me questions. I can already tell you right now, don't ask me any questions about how to get more engagement. If you're super clear on your avatar and you are already showing up online, then I'll be happy to answer that question. Otherwise, that question doesn't even matter. We want to make sure that we're not skipping ahead, which is why I gave y'all the whole list. Sometimes people are trying to make money, but they're not even clear at the top why they're doing what they're doing and who they're doing it for.
Since it's about to be so quiet, I'm going to ask the first question. Do you have any plans, with all the funds that you have, of getting a GED anytime in 2023?
Anytime ever.
So you're telling me that you don't have any plans on getting a GED at all?
Why would I do that? People go to school to get a job where they can make money so they can live the life I'm living already. I don't need to do that. That is a waste of my time. Are you kidding? Oh my God. I'll pay for somebody else to go get it.
Okay, well, I don't even have any more questions.
Yeah, I'll pay for somebody else to get it. I mean, happily, like, find me 50 women that need to go get their GED. Let's go. Like, yeah, I'll raise money for that. But yeah, no, I'm not wasting my time. That is a construct that is necessary when it's necessary. You know, and I am evidence that we can do anything. I am a Black woman. I am 46 years old. Teenage mother, had the whole of, y'all already know the story. So there's no excuse standing between me and what I'm purposed to do. There's no bigger authority over this path that I'm on outside of myself.
If you had to start over today, who would be your first round pick on your draft, on your team? If you had to start over today, who would be your first pick? For you, not for nobody else here, just for you.
My first pick would have been who my first pick was my admin.
What's their position? Oh, your admin.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Somebody that makes me look good and doesn't make me look disorganized the way that I am. Yeah. Because I can focus on sales and talking to people and not sending fucking email reminders and follow-ups. And did this person get booked? And did this person get the link? And did this happen? I can focus on what I'm great at. For some of y'all, it's the opposite. You're great administratively, but you stuck on this other side. You hire for where there's a gap. You don't need another you in the beginning.
How important was coaching for you to get to $1 million?
I spent about $60,000 on coaching before I made $1 million. Coaching is everything. Like, what are we talking about here? Last year, I signed up for 2 $45,000 programs that I paid in cash. One was for finding love, for God's sakes, and becoming more feminine. And one was a business mastermind. Like, I paid it in cash, both of them, like a whole bank wire. I didn't even put it on a credit card.
And just real quick, you shared with me yesterday, if you want to, who did you hire to teach your leadership class last year or this year?
Oh, my mentor, Stedman Graham. He is so in my mastermind, he is our leadership coach. So he wrote a book called Identity Leadership. And I met him at an event that he and I both were speaking at. And he asked me who I was, and he asked me for my phone number. And after I told him what I did, and then we just kept in contact. And then, yeah, I just saw him last month. I just posted a video. He's in it on my Instagram.
If you have your hand raised, please turn your camera on so we can see your face. And I see that your hand is raised. Please turn your camera on.
Right, because I can't see where they are.
Right, I got them.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
Is it Pia or Paya?
It's Pia.
Hey, Pia, what's your question?
Hi. So I wanted to know, how did you know you wanted to do what you wanted to do?
I didn't. I hired a coach actually for $189, and she came. I had all these things that I was like, oh, maybe I'll write a book one day, or maybe I'll do this. Oh, people would tell me, girl, your story. So I didn't really know. I just hired someone to help me. And then she came back with all these things. This was in 2010. I actually have the email posted on the internet. And she came up with this list of little things: start a women's group, start traveling, write a book. And I did all the things. And then you have to get on some kind of path. See, some of y'all looking for the perfect path. You just got to get on a path. So then shit can be revealed as you're on the path.
Mm-hmm.
Like wanting to know you already know what you need to know right now to take the next step, which is this curiosity, right? This desire. That's enough. Being here is a part of the next thing. So then you meet someone like me, you meet other people, you meet the people that you're in peership or whatever the word is with. You meet those people, and then things start to be revealed. So it wasn't that I knew I wanted to be a coach. I didn't even know what the fuck that was. I just knew I wasn't gonna be broke. And I knew I was good at whatever I put my mind to. And I knew that, failure, what's that? Okay, we cool. I'm real intimate with failure. So I'm gonna try it. And then I just tried it, and I kept trying it, and then I kept investing, and I just figured some shit out. When I was 19, I listened to Les Brown talk about something about basically not giving up. And I was like, okay, sounds like me. I'm just gonna not give up. I'm just not giving up, because for why? I'm a whole goddess on this planet. What am I giving up for? Do I believe what I believe or not? Am I letting society dictate who I am or not? Hell, fuck no. What? You don't even know. They don't even know me. I know me. My people know me. Some of y'all need to be more obedient to what you know.
Yet.
That's all. That was a great question. Thank you so much. Is there another one before I go? My birthday is April the 14th. I'm an Aries.
Well, you know you in an astrology class too, full of Jedi, so they want your whole details. So it's all.
I know.
She's a I think she's a generator. Yeah, she's a generator. She's a two-motor generator. Anybody else got any questions? She got one more.
I'm gonna take another question before I go. Let me tell this person I'm gonna be a couple minutes late. Oh, she's running 15 minutes late. Look at you. Hold on. Oh my God, we're both late at the same time. I love it so much. Okay. And yes, I have a hard stop at 6.
So my crazy part is Aprille just made it so rough on y'all because I don't know if like I've given this to some of y'all before, but tonight this probably be your own homework, you know, things you just like. All of this is very similar to what the sheet that she's going to be sharing with us, right? Get your ass on a path. Stop overthinking the shit and get into the mind of who is your avatar, how many children, how many pets.
Yes, all of that.
Profession, what is their position, what is their income? If you don't know the person who's going to give you some money, why are you asking them?
100%. It's just like, and thank you so much for sharing that too, Oye. And it's just like, you know, when you think about intimacy, right? It's like I want, that's when I said I orgasmically know my clients. We're gonna be real in this together, honey. Okay, you're gonna feel all of me, and I'm gonna know you. I'm gonna see you coming. I'm gonna feel you from 12 feet away. That's how clear you want to be, because then that clarity changes how you show up. It changes your voice, and it's just like a lover. You hit the spot every time.
Hey,
Every time. Next question. This is a great time to ask questions. My one-on-ones are $15,000.
How long do you give them for 15,000?
Well, it's a 3-month container.
Oh, so they can't get a 1 hour or nothing like that? They got to.
I used to do that, and the 1 hour was 2,500. But you had to do a minimum of 3 hours, and we just changed that beginning of February. So now I have a new container. We're starting it out at 15,000, and when I make one more enrollment, then I'm raising it to 20,000.
Oh, my question is open and closed enrollment, because I like the 22 joint. Do I open that at one time, or do I let it be open enrollment for people to come in? Or do I make an announcement and say, yo, this container is coming, this is how long it lasts, if you'd like to be in it? Like your year-long mastermind, is it open enrollment or closed?
So it used to be closed. We used to only do it once a year, and then we moved to twice a year, and now it's open. People can join anytime, and they can still join those other 2 bigger times per year. So there is no right or wrong answer to this. The answer, the best answer for any individual is going to be, what can you manage? And are you putting the energy behind it being a big launch, so you can have a big woo-ha, you make 6 figures in one day? And if not, then what do those smaller incremental components look like inside of that process? So there is no right or wrong. I have a friend who's, I'm about to get on her podcast. She got about 800,000 followers. She's amazing. She does about $100 million a year. She's good. And also she does 1 or 2 launches a year. She doesn't do open, but people can go, if they find it on the website, they can join. Right. But her big thing and what they're putting all their ad money behind and all that, they just do that a couple times a year.
Yeah. Thank you. Come on, Ace. Talk to me. Talk to us.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I just like to thank you. How you doing, Aprille? I just like to thank you for coming to our class. How do you, like, I had a download earlier today about who I wanted to serve, and I want to serve athletes, former athletes, because I am a former athlete. So I am still an athlete, but a former college athlete. Mm-hmm. So how do you like narrow down like where you're, like how to promote to them, you know, to get them engage with you?
Well, the first thing is to do that whole worksheet.
Okay.
And then it's, once I'm clear on that, then I can identify now, because now you basically created a person. I don't know how old you are, but did anyone here remember that movie Weird Science when we was younger? Y'all remember Weird Science where they basically made a woman? By the time you get done with that, you're right. You basically created that person, right? And so this is the same thing. So once you have the person in front of you and you're clear, then it's easy to answer that question. But those people, everybody's on social media. I mean, it's not hard to get in front of those. Everything is easy. It is easy to get in front of those people. There's plenty of them. You meet them at events. I've met several at events. They're responsive online. They're responsive on TikTok. They comment back. People are so easily accessible now. Nobody's hiding anymore. DMs do work. And just a little ninja trick, even if you're DMing, if you follow any one athlete or someone you want, look and see who they're hanging out with. Who's their hairstylist? Who's the people that's supporting of them? Connect with those people too. Like you can easily, that's easy to get to, but get clear on that. And then let's move on to the next step, which is what are we reaching out to them about? Yeah, that was a great question. Someone asked, where did you start? What did you start doing? I wrote a book. The book was Confessions of an Independent Woman. It's on Amazon. And I made a flyer that said I was a speaker, coach, and an author. I posted it on Facebook and I just started talking.
Had you filled out that sheet first or you wrote the book first?
No, I didn't know nothing about the sheet.
Okay.
That's why it took me 2.5 years to make $1 million, because I wasn't clear. I would have made it in year one if I knew who the fuck I was supposed to be attracting, but I was just talking about all the things. So no, what I teach now is what I should have did. But this is 12 years, 13 years of learning that y'all don't have to spend. So, and I wrote that book, and then I started booking speaking engagements. I created a coaching program, first coaching program with $20 for 7 weeks. $20 for 7 weeks.
Stop.
Yeah.
This is Alma. Alma, what's happening? Unmute, please. And then I'll leave a little time for Amsu.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us, Aprille.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it so much. A question that I have is about pricing and like publishing your pricing. Do you publish your prices?
Yeah.
Oh, you do. They can see it up front. Okay.
I don't want to attract nobody scared of money who say they want to make money, but that's what I do. So there's no, and one of my core values is transparency. So if the number turns you off, you ain't my ideal client.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you.
Dr. Amsu and Tam, please come off of mute. We can't hear you at all. 0.
She said, oh shit.
I know that, but we don't want you to have to read her lips the whole time. Unplug
While she's putting that on,
yes.
While she's doing that, I just want to answer the last part of Lainey's question, which was, how did you know it was the thing meant for you? I didn't until I got into it. That's what I'm saying. Everybody here, y'all, not everybody, but stop trying to know what you don't know yet. Just be okay with what you do know. The more you journey, the more you're going to know, and more will be revealed. And that's part of the gift. There is no destination here. We just live in. So if we keep like right now, I know what I know. I'm not trying to know, because here's the thing. Even if you knew, you ain't even ready. That's what you're here for. You in this program to get ready. You ain't in this program because you ready already. You was just ready enough for OE to attract you. So it's just like, chill out. This is for Lainey and for everyone. I mean, do we believe what we say we believe or not? Are we trusting or are we not trusting?
Oof. Oof.
I mean, come on, people. Y'all know this intellectually. Get out of your own bullshit.
Oof.
This is why intellect don't make, nobody care about how smart people are. Nobody care about your degrees. And I know you love them. I don't give a fuck about them. You know why? You know why? Because that ain't got nothing to do with your purpose for real.
Stedman
You
don't
did
give a
all that. You did all that to get here.
Stedman doesn't care about your non-having GED.
No, and I told him too. No, and I was high. I was on mushrooms when we was at dinner. I told him, I was like, listen, I'm really high right now. I didn't know I was gonna be this high, but I am really high right now. So y'all gonna have to excuse me, but we're good. We had the best time. Stedman is great. I love him. And no, he wasn't on mushrooms, so don't let that, no, he wasn't. He don't even drink alcohol, but I was for sure. All right, last question.
Can you hear me?
It's very low.
Faintly, but I can't hear you.
Is that better? Getting better?
Can you hold the part where the mic is to your mouth on the string that you're on the cord?
Okay, I put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Okay, put it in the chat.
You had a $3 space in the beginning of your $20 flyers and whatnot. Who was your inspiration?
Who was my inspiration? Well, it was a daughter that I had to put up for adoption when I was 21. Yeah, she was my inspiration. I'm adopted too. And when I met my biological mother, I was disappointed. I was like, this is all you did with your life after you made that decision? You didn't do shit. And when it came for me to decide if I was gonna have the baby, keep the baby, do whatever, I couldn't abort the baby because I just couldn't. And so I was like, well, I can't keep it. So I'm gonna have to give it to some other family. I said, and when I do, she will not be disappointed when I meet her again. She will not be disappointed. And she's not. She edits our videos. I met her when she was 20. And she's 25. She's a Virgo too, also. So yeah, that was my inspiration. And you really have to be deeply rooted in why you're doing things, right? You want to be deeply rooted into why. Oh, she got to reschedule altogether. You want to be deeply rooted into why you're doing things. And then my father got sick with cancer. He's an amputee. He died 4 years ago, but I retired my mother February 3rd, 2018 with this business. My mother is on payroll like she do shit. She don't do nothing, but she's on payroll. I retired her from a job she worked at for 25 years. So this is real. This is real.
Aprille, this is my this nigga I'm finna introduce you to right here. He done got me out of jail more times than I want to even confess to. You know what I'm saying? So this one right here, I love like cook food. This is my main man. June, take yourself off mute, please, King.
Hey there.
Hello to everyone. I am recently out of prison, 8 months. I have a book that I wrote. I have some chips that I just invented. And plus I have an animation show. I create a whole lot of stuff, but I am so lost.
Okay.
I don't know which direction to go, where to get it lifted. I don't know, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you for being transparent.
You're welcome.
What do you want to do?
I want success. I
What do
want to be successful in all my creation, in all the things that I'm trying to create. I want to be successful.
For the rest of this year, what could you see yourself focusing on? Which one of those things?
The chips would be the easiest thing for me to do.
Why do you believe that?
Because it's actually the cheapest, the easiest thing for me to make, and that's what's actually making money.
Okay. Okay. So what would it look like if you just focus there?
It would be looking good if I would, I guess if I would put everything into it, yes,
Yeah,
it would look good. I would have
Yeah.
to
And
find
is
out
it
the steps and
sure?
just finding out all the steps that it takes to actually get the chips to do exactly what they need to do to get on
Yeah,
market.
that's actually not the easiest thing to do. It's just the thing you're doing right now.
Okay.
Yeah, of those three things, the easiest thing to do is for you to be the expert, for you to tell the story, for you to parlay the book. What is the book? What's the title of the book?
I'm so scared to give out my information. But
I mean, is it published?
No, it's not. It's like I said, I wrote it when I was down.
What
I
is
was
the
in
book
college.
about? What's the book about?
The title is called Cut Me.
And what you need to know is you don't copyright titles. So
Okay.
titles, everybody here can write a book called the same thing and it's perfectly legal. You copyright the inside of the book. The title is not copyrightable at all. That's why there's so many books with the same title.
Okay.
So just FYI.
Okay.
So even if I could write a book tomorrow called that same thing and it ain't got nothing to do with you and it's not your story.
Gotcha.
So just FYI, don't be afraid to share that.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's your actual question? Is your actual question, what should you focus on?
Just the steps. Basically, I guess I need to get clear.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah, because you're not asking me a clear question. So what are you trying to decide which one of these things that you need to do? Because being successful, that's a blanket statement. Everyone here wants that. So we got that check mark already off. Now we want to be successful at what? Animation, chips, or right?
I would love for my animation to go first. That's what I would love to.
I know. I know you would. And when you say animation, what does that mean? Right. So here's your homework. Don't answer.
Okay.
Here's your homework. Your homework is identifying the feasibility of each of these ideas and picking the best one. You have 3 ideas. You're not going to do all of them at once with excellence. We do need to focus. And you're going to write down feasibility. How much money can we make? And we're only going to spend 1 week on this. We're doing research and development for 1 week for the purposes of only identifying which one of these things am I going to move forward on? Am I going to move forward with publishing my book? If so, what would that look like? How much would that cost me? When can I start selling books? Could I also get speaking engagements? And we're going to look at animation. What does that actually mean? Who else is doing what I already am thinking about with this? How much money are they making? Are they getting paid? Is this a viable business opportunity, or is it a long game that I can focus on later? Same thing with the chips. Is this going to cost me more money up front right now than I actually have? So you want to identify the feasibility of all 3 and then choose one based on which one is less expensive and easiest for you to parlay into an actual income. I think it's going to be you and your story, honestly, because you're already present. But go through the exercise so you understand. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Like you don't want to be in this space of just trying to figure it. Don't do the work. Take the week. Know what each of them are. It's just like if you had 3 people you want to date, you're going to make a list of pros and cons.
Yeah.
Stop calling my man out like that. You don't know him. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that.
A little bit.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Can I put a bow on this before I go?
You got sovereignty to do anything that you desire up in this joint.
Okay. So I just want to put a bow on this and just bring our attention back to the clarity pieces and the list that I shared. That list, again, just reminds you of all the things that you do want to focus on, but success is sequential. Success is sequential. Success is sequential. That means that we can't do things out of order. It's just like when you're on a journey, you can't do things out of order. There's an order for a reason, because the result is going to be the result. In order to get this result, then we have to do things in a specific order. And so I just want you to remember that as you're working through it. And here's the thing, y'all are very smart individuals. And you're also students. Don't be so smart that you don't do the work that you have already deemed as beneath you or primary. I don't want to fill out the worksheets. I already know, but I don't fill out the worksheets any goddamn way, because if you're that smart, then it should be easy for you.
I'm filling the worksheet out. As soon as you, I'm filling the worksheet out. Fuck them. I bet I'm filling out tonight.
But I'm just saying, like, it's easy to get into your ego like that and be like, oh, I don't really want to do this. No, it matters. It's the difference between this and the $100 apartment I used to live in per month, $113 per month, when I was a single mama on food stamps and living in Mobile, Alabama. It's the work. It's the work that it seems like, oh, I know it. No, these things are on the paper so that you can have awarenesses and be asked questions that you don't know to ask, to get you to think for yourself. Because that's where the power is. We didn't go through all these awarenesses and have all this power and all this energy here just to be like, I know X already. No, we're doing all the work. And if we got to start over again, then we start over again, just so you're clear on your baseline, because it makes you being able to attract people. It just makes it much easier. I'm sending him both of those things. So your homework is to continue. Also, Oyi, if you could, I love the 12 weeks. So if y'all could even just rock with the 12 weeks, some of y'all, people make really big goals, but there's so many steps. It's just like if you say you're getting married on September the 17th, you get married on September the 17th. It's not like it's tomorrow. There's so many little things that you have to do, and just be present to the fact that this whole journey is a learning process, and there isn't one session that's going to teach you everything you need to know. And that's why you commune this way. That's why you take the classes, you take the course, you invest in the thing, you go to the next level, because every level you go to, you're going to learn more that you can apply, and you're going to start becoming smarter. You're going to become smarter during this process. So thank you so much for everyone for having me. And y'all know where to find me online everywhere.
Oh, y'all better make some noise. Get off the mutes right now. Put your hands together. Make some mother.
Thank you.
Make some noise. Make some noise. Shake it, shake it.
Much love, everyone. Good night.
You saw, man. Where Bill Juan at? That's the first thing I want to know. Where Bill Juan at?
I just got our book.
Hold on. Let me. Where my Neezy at? On a scale of 1 to 10, how helpful was that? Put it in the chat. On a scale of 1 to 10, how helpful was that? On a scale of 1 to 10, how helpful was it? Bill Juan ain't even on here. I don't even know what to do next at this particular point. I'm gonna get this money. No, you ain't, Providencia. You're gonna get this worksheet. I don't know why everybody keep talking about the damn money. You don't even know you serve. You're gonna get this worksheet. What you gonna do? All the team leaders on here, make sure that your peoples get this worksheet. I know Kole is on here. Kole will watch my back for a second because I got to go put somebody in the Uber. Kole, can you just hold it down? I just need that damn 4 minutes right here to talk to these folks, and I will be right back. Kole, did you get some value out of that? And you know her.
I mean, I do the worksheets. But here's the thing though, we've had a website and done all that the whole time. It just never made any sense. Now that we've been doing the worksheets over and over, y'all are going to see starting next week how our social media rolls out, because now we know who, how, and what we're doing. So it's going to completely change what we've done, because up until now, one, we were working underground, so we couldn't talk about it, right? But I saw my social media as a way for people to vet me. So if someone referred them, I just wanted them to be able to get to know me through my social media. So I wasn't necessarily talking about what I was doing, but I'd say retreats, I'd say expansive spaces. I would use certain languaging where people would ask, but for a long time, my social media was so people could vet me, because there's lots of options out there now. It's not like it was when I got into it 16 years ago, you know? And so we didn't talk about this back then. And that's partially why now we're not facilitating, is because we don't want to have any problems or anything that's going to get in the way of our mission. So right now that means no facilitating unless we're going to, overseas, Jamaica, whatever. But there's other ways to say the same thing, right? It's selling the outcome. You sell, if you're taking people to a specific place that's going to change their life, talk about the arrival point. What's it going to do for them? So when Aprille was talking about, which by the way, I wouldn't know Aprille if I hadn't spent all the money to end up in the different containers and places and spaces where there was people like Aprille. One of her closest friends is one of my closest friends who wanted to show me what wealth was like. And she flew me and 4 friends on a private jet to Mexico, because she said, the only reason you're not making money is because you don't believe it. And I was like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. And then I had another wealthy person say, the problem is you keep trying to chase a mouse like you're going to catch it. If you put out the cheese, if you put out the ingredients, it'll come to you. You have to put out something it wants to eat, and it's going to come right to you. Stop trying to chase a mouse if you're trying to catch it, and you keep trying to catch something that's outrunning you faster, can sneak under the doors, whatever. And he's like, if you put something out of quality that people want, they'll come to you, right? And so one of the things that I love with Aprille is how real she is. She's like, because I got a GED, but I had to get one because I couldn't go do something else to lift up my life at that point. But I didn't go to school. I didn't get any other degrees or anything. And you know what? There's so much value in those stories. Stories are free to write. You already paid your debt to it. You already paid the fees and the dues to live and experience what you've experienced. And so for me, when it comes to being of service, what you're really offering is the destination, whether you're coaching people, whether it's Dr. M. Sue's work, whether it's whatever. If you say, oh, I'm going to do 12 weeks and each week we're going to do this, teaching this module, nobody cares. Why does it matter? Why will their life be better? What will be worth showing up all the time? Right? So if everybody's trying to sell how they're going to get to the destination, don't sell the car ride or the plane ride. What's it going to be like after working with you? And you, even if you don't know, you're able to tell people, look at the evidence of people that have come to you before. There's nothing more inspiring than you, because even if someone's one step behind you, you give them hope, which is the only thing most people have to get up in the morning, is hope. And if you'll keep sparking that for a person to take another step, you're not promising them heaven. Sometimes you're just promising them that is one more step through hell worth taking. And that's it. Sometimes it's just connection. When I first got into this work, I didn't know pain-free was possible. Between endometriosis, I'd had an ovarian torsion, fibromyalgia, 50 pounds heavier. My knees were so swollen I couldn't walk. I was sick. If someone would have tried to sell me being healed, I wouldn't have bought it because I didn't believe it. I wasn't going to buy a course from someone that was all ripped and in shape. One doctor finally told me there was something called fibromyalgia, which they didn't name back then either, which is really just pain that they didn't know what was causing it. But for the first time, a medical practitioner validated that I was in pain. And then I had problems from breast implants. I went to 7 different doctors who all said I was crazy. There's no way breast implants can make you sick. And it wasn't until I finally found someone, and because Todd didn't give up, my sister-in-law is a plastic surgeon. She said, it's impossible. I had to find people on that path. But if I would have had some buff, whatever person trying to sell me health, I wouldn't have believed it. That's why where you are is all some people are praying to get to, where you are right now. So pop in the chat between a 0 and 10, where's your life right now? If you look at your whole life, between 0 and 10, where's your life right now? Because I could tell you the friend that I know of how I even met Aprille. When I met with her, when after she just flew me on a private jet, I couldn't even afford to pay for first class anywhere. And she said, but the thing is you don't believe it, right? And she said, so I told her, I think I'm an 8. Like this chick just put me on a private jet and my friends to Mexico. That's crazy. And I was like, I think I'm at an 8. She's like, I want you to start thinking that you're only at a 2 right now. Because you think you're almost there. And I'm telling you, you're just getting started. So even if you think you're a 7 or 8, what if you're really just a 1 or a 2? And your 2 right now is somebody else's 8. Right? Exactly where you are, because they wish they could just get out of bed. They wish they just had 2 legs. They wish they could still hear. So no matter where you are somebody's 10. You are somebody's prayer. And so when you can start to look at it from that perspective and not to, like Aprille said, you just get on the path. Sometimes you get a few steps down, you go, well, this isn't the way I want to go. But the problem is the fear of making the wrong decision makes no decision. And like I shared at the training, Mr. Les Brown says, then it all ends up in the graveyard. So what difference does it make? If you don't take the risk, it's gone with you anyway. So why are you protecting it like someone will steal it when it's more like you're denying people the opportunity to actually see it? And it took a lot for us to start putting our stuff out there. Here's the thing, the more you put it out there, people are going to take it verbatim. But I don't care either, because most people within 4 years fade away because they give up. Why? Because it didn't work, because they're not you. They cannot be you. When you stay the course and people see that resonance and who you truly are, the flow, God's source, whatever sorts out the rest anyway. You don't have to worry about that. I don't sit and look at the other programs, what people are doing anymore. I did it first to see what was there. But now I keep my head down, I keep going. I don't go to these psychedelic events and conferences. And the reason is they're not saying anything I care to hear about anymore. I could Google it. And if I can Google it or buy your book, then why am I spending money going all the way out there? I'd rather put that money into something for me that will really go into what I'm looking to do. And, you know, they say it takes money to make money, which is partially true. You also have to learn the skill of money, which is what Aprille is talking about. You do have to invest, but more importantly, you have to become the person who can flex more money muscles because it brings new stress. The more people you hire, it's not about you anymore. You might be able to survive on bologna sandwiches, but you can't ask that of a team that's working for you who have kids. And that's a stress that has been more challenging for me than when it was just me. I know I can survive on nothing. I've done it. I know I can sleep in my car. I know I can do all of that. But when you hire people, it's not about you anymore. And it's not just failing you. It's making sure they're fortified. It's a mind fuck. It really is at times, because you realize now as your mission grows, we say we want to help everybody. And at the same time, we're playing so small to ensure we never hurt anybody. Saw that, Dr. Amsu. Threw his head all the way back.
Somebody asked, somebody said, well, how is Kole controlling her fibromyalgia? She's about to get an appointment with Dr. Amsu, and she gonna have her mind blown. She really doesn't even have no ideal of like what he does in his office. So and I've already said anything, if she coughed 2 times in a row, call Dr. Amsu. I won't give a fuck what it is.
But when I started owning my shit, not playing small, my part of what was keeping me in pain was because I was playing too small for the container inside. So it was all the contraction. I was so contracted and my energy so big. Between that and trauma, I had to resolve those things. But that was the thing I tell people. Yes, I had to change my diet and lifestyle. Go figure. You can't just live on sleeping pills, fast food, and Ambien. I thought you could. Messed up. I was wrong. And a really toxic marriage to someone I had no business marrying in the first time, but that's another story. But the thing was, your body is speaking a language. Sometimes it needs Dr. Amsu to come and communicate with it and be the body translator. And sometimes it's because you're not listening. And so Dr. Amsu can get you sorted, but as soon as you get back home, if you don't actually address what's causing it, he's just treating the symptoms of your own bullshit. And, you know, I'm not saying he isn't capable of doing that, but if you don't handle it, it just comes back. And so I had to look at those things. I haven't had a laparoscopy or been on any medications for thyroid or anything since 2009. Doctors tell me I can't be healed. I tell them they can call it whatever they want, is I put my hands in my pocket and keep it moving. Yeah, I don't care what they call it. But that all I know is that unless I looked at some of the traumas, because my endometriosis was internalized shame from assaults on my sexuality from 8 to 12 and me feeling ruined as a result. So when my cycle started at 15, that was my first time in the hospital. Same week. And so I had to look at also the trauma in my body. So yes, you can have Dr. Amsu help get you to a place where you can do the real work, which is actually sorting through what is your body trying to tell you. That's why we do that body mapping shit, right? But that's why now you have a team. It isn't just you. You're not a lone wolf in this alone. You've got Amsu, you've got Oyi, you've got me, you've got everyone in this container. You have everything as far as a next step to help you get what you need. It's, are you going to show up for it and follow through with it? And you'll know because your body will tell you. And sometimes there's a healing crisis. Sometimes when you're first awakening, the body gets worse. It feels like it's getting worse before it gets better. It's releasing, it's changing. But the thing is, both Ty and I look younger now. And I'm going to be 40 in 2 weeks next week. We look younger now than I did. I didn't think I would make it to 40. This birthday is a big deal because I did not plan on making it this far on the legs and the body I was in at 26. I sat down on the ground at Disneyland and cried because I couldn't take another step at 26. I watched my family all die. I watched them all have to replace all their body parts and all that stuff. And I wasn't in for it. So I said, if that's the path I'm walking, I'm not staying. So, you know, this is the opportunity to integrate with your body. Is it your ancestors and you're not listening? Is it your truth that you're hiding from? Because it will not let you back down. Now, y'all fucked up because now you came and now you know, and you can't hide from it. Once you know, you can't unknow. That's the trick of it. That's why I never blame anyone for staying asleep. Because once you know, your body doesn't let you unknow. It's not an option.
Bam, bam, bam. So one thing Kole told me like about a month ago, she said it's always somebody that's gonna come that's someplace else where you're not and gonna tell you how to get to the next spot. And that's what you do. She was like, that's why I always tell you what you need to do to get to the next spot, because somebody else told me what to do to get to the next spot. She never tried to tell me how to get to the ending. She only tells me what is the next step. Some of you all, me included, I'm the guiltiest one of all of saying, I got a plan for the end. Yeah, but you got to reverse engineer back to the next step. That's why it ain't about, oh, I got to get this money. How much? You ain't got no definite. Write this down. You have to start out tight so we can get loose later. You have to start out tight so you can get loose later. Like Cherie said, when you don't skip steps, you don't miss. It's a lot of step skippers on here. All you manifesting generators, I've been hollering at y'all about skipping steps. And then the other inspiration came down because I don't know none of y'all. That's why people be like, oh, I want to be your friend. You can't be my friend because of June. Because none of y'all will, you know, it ain't money y'all will come get me out of jail. Well, how much was the bail? Well, when I'm gonna get my money back? He picks the phone up. What's up? How much? Where you at? What state? Because normally I ain't always in the same state. All right, hang the phone up. I go in there and lay down. They be like, oh, gee, how you just gonna lay here like this? Because I'm finna leave. I'm finna handle this shit in court with a lawyer and all this other shit. Because I got a friend. So my friend, while she's sitting there talking, he got all these different things, but his story is the most amazing. His own personal story is the most, if he tells his story, they're all going to be asking, what do you have next? Cut, man, right. I know that right there. Ooh, the animation is goddamn, it's like Pixar quality. It's like whatever the last 3 things you saw from Disney, he has that. Okay. And the chips, he got some, he just a genius, but they always be flowing out of us. And we've always been like, which one is ours? But if we just stopped and was like, I'm gonna just tell my story and just get it out the way, sometimes we believe nobody want to hear our story. But our story is amazing. When we used to ride around selling clothes, me and him took an abstinence from selling dope and started selling clothes, right? And we had a hat, and on the hat, on the front, it said nigga please, because everybody was always asking for a discount. But on the back of my hat, it had my Egyptian name, and on the back of his hat, it said WWJD. What would June do? Right? Everybody's always like, what would Jesus do? So when she just said, I can put a title on any book, like WWJD, and then have like some cocaine and some crack and some guns and some blunts on there, that shit going viral. Because everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like, throw your foot down in that, Lord. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm very, very, very happy. Kole, you can stay as long as you want. I'm finna get into their ass a little bit. You can stay as long as you want if you want to listen and whatnot. But I just got a little bit of teaching to do. I can't hear you because you muted yourself. Oh, you were just talking.
Yeah, no, I got to pop off because I'm actually going to speak at Aprille's mastermind, right? So, because this is the thing, when you recognize that you all have your unique gifts, I'm not going to speak business to her group. Why would I do that, right? Part of it is you grow is knowing who's speaking at the table and when to shut up. And I've had times where I'd start to give advice, and our friend Brooke Castile would look at me, she'd go, "No, you don't give money advice." I'm like, "Oh, you're right, you're right." You know, if Dr. Amsu's sitting there, I'm not saying anything about your health. I'm going to send you to him, right? If I'm the best person for the job, I'll do what I can. But I'm going over there to talk about integration, right? Because you have all these people as they're pushing that money muscle aren't integrating. They're not doing work, so then the money's gone. Because if you don't clean that shit up, those undervalued stories, the money is just as slippery as you add zeros because the mistakes end up costing more later. So I'm going to leave this with one parting thought. If you take shortcuts, don't be shocked you're shortchanged. All right.
See you later. She killed you on that one. She killed you on that one. All of you know your purpose. Everybody that's in Inner Magic. That's what I made this for. I can't really show you how to get a million, but I know a million. I know all millionaires is on their purpose. So I just thought at the beginning, get on the road and fail fast. Fuck it up fast.
Yes, the only thing you ever need to check in here, because when you're creating something new, there is no road to follow. There is no one you can follow. But if you know you want to create something, look at industries that have already done some version of it. You know where I really learned the most about body, BDSM, and DOMs that had been in the work for a long time. I said, I found a Dom that's been a Dom for 37 years who started DomCon. I said, that's who I want to talk to because she knows this body like nobody else. So you might be doing something unique, but someone else already understands some aspect of it. Find that person to learn from them because you will transfer that. You can do all of it for free. You can look at the books. You can listen to $100 million offers. Don't just read that book. Study that, Mistress Cyan. Yes, it is, sir. That is my mistress. Caesar already knows. Mistress Cyan. She's OG. If you're going to go study with somebody, right? COVID, I could go study with Mistress Cyan. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I love y'all so, so, so much. I'll see you on the call next Tuesday because we're going to get through that $100 million offers. Because the more you understand the language, the more we can chunk down for the plans. Because as Oye said, you're going to come up with a plan. Then we're going to say, okay, what's the next 30 days? And we're going to do it in 30-day increments. Like how to get it in your calendar, how to get it scheduled, not to-do lists, not due dates. Those don't work. We're going to tell you how to schedule it so it gets done. Love y'all.
Peace.
Peace. Peace, y'all.
All right.
Oh, gosh.
Hmm. 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 $100 million offer, external goal. Your wish is your command, internal goal. Fuck everything else. $100 million offer supports your external goal. Your wish is your command supports your personal goal. If you're in the WhatsApp chat, I just posted the whole situation. Don't try to go on YouTube because you ain't gonna have your, you might not have internet anywhere. How anyone can make millions, even though it says this is just a trap. This ain't even about, it ain't even about millions of dollars. It just says that. This is what it's about. How do you manifest your desires? It's so funny that when you listen to people who got way more money than you say shit that you've been saying. Only thing different between you and them is they applied it. Your wishes, your command is going to support your personal, your $100 million offer is going to support your external. Where are your goals? In the chat, yes or no, do you have your 2 long-range goals written out? Yes or no? Yes or no? In the chat, do you have your long year? Listen, please don't say, okay, here's the thing. When I say the WhatsApp chat I'm talking about are for people who went to Austin last week to do condor training. If you don't have it, just ask me for it and I'll give it to you. But I'm not gonna add you to that WhatsApp chat because you weren't in that particular training, all right? But I don't care, you can have it, or you can go look it up or whatever. Okay, that's first. Right now, we're about to go into how to write the goals so they stick. Now, would somebody like to be like, why, after he heard all of that, he want to talk about 2 goals? Because the maths. I'm going to show you how to maths. Does anybody have any, before I do this, let me just pause. Let's take an all big inhale. Big exhale out the mouth. But that was a lot for some of us. Big inhale. Big exhale. Okay. Why do you need 2 goals? Everybody remembers this? If you came to the class on Monday, I showed you how to do your flight plan. I was going to work with Mark. When I was working with Mark Quayle, I was going to sell this for $8,000. The first time I ever taught it was Monday. This was the very last thing. So for some of you who saw me do this at the house in Austin, you don't have the things to support this. So even if you take a screenshot of this and blah, 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 you don't have the things to support this like this. This, you got to have this. You got to have this right here first before you have this. Well, oh yeah, where do I get that at? That's no problem. The replay will be ready hopefully next week. You click on join the Condor Masterclass. It's $200. Everybody who was in the class is gonna get the replay. You just click on that, get the replay. Everything you need is in that, it's gonna be in the class that we taught Monday. But this particular joint right here is, where are you gonna be at in 1 year? Where will you be 1 year from now? So I want to show everybody how to write their plan out. How do you write your goal out? 1, you got an internal and you got an external. really to tell you the truth, what a lot of y'all need to do, because y'all heard June, I'm gonna give everybody June's exercise. Write all goals you can imagine on paper. That's number one. Exhaust yourself. I'm gonna just coach my man, and then y'all can catch it. So if I was coaching June, I would say, you got 7 days. So on day one, you're gonna write every goal you can imagine on paper. You going around, whatever it is, personal, financial, spiritual, travel goals, write it all down. Write it all down for 1 day. After that, I would separate them to personal / spiritual and external, biz, finance, or some tangible. This right here would give most of y'all clarity, because you've never done this before. You got all your goals in one category, and they all in your head. That's what's keeping most of us from that first $25,000 month, first $5,000 month, right? Which ones is personal? Which ones is internal? And which ones is external? Write them down and then separate them. On day 3, I would tell June to prioritize them. And I probably would start with my top 50, then I go down to my top 20, then I go down to my top 10. When you get to your top 10, stop. Just see who made it to your top 10 before you go to your top 5. Pause at the top 10 and see if this is the top 10 things you really want to do. Then you hit the top 5. Because when you get to your top 5 on both sides, you're gonna have 10 things. You're gonna have 10 internal and 10, you're gonna have 5. You're gonna have 5 internal and you're gonna have 5 external. Right? Now he got 4 more days of the week to mull over these 10 things. So Aprille is successful and she don't even know this damn system. Y'all don't have, and me neither. She just left out of here with all my excuses. She just left with all my excuses. I can't say shit. Cause I know if I talk to her again, she gonna say, so how that thing coming along? Nah, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't really have nothing for you to tell you. After you write them down, then you have to figure out where you want to be next year. Which one internal do you want to work on next year? Which one is external? So let's say for me, we still doing June's. So I'm gonna say his internal may be to run 10K marathon or swim in competition. I know he likes to swim. I'm just gonna put that down for his internal. And for external, I'm gonna just say he picked writing his own book. Okay, so now you see the 2 goals. I like using different colors because colors mean things, right? So he's writing his own book. So now you've identified what the big goal is, but now you have to memorize them. You have to memorize your goals. So everybody should have at least these 2 things written down. You should have external and you should have internal written down. And then you should have something similar like this. I'm gonna swim in a competition, I'm gonna write my own book. Don't worry about the other 98 things. You got plenty of time to get to them, right? And you got to concentrate. You got to get into sequence. Both of these start with, right now, I'm so happy and grateful that ... You must do it in real time. You must act like you're already in it. You must anchor yourself in what the vision is. Right now, I'm so happy and grateful that my book, What Would June Do, is such a success on Amazon. Because that's the end goal. Writing the book ain't shit. I need to write it and get it on Amazon so somebody else can purchase it. Right now, I'm so happy and grateful that my book, What Would June Do? He can put anything right here. It doesn't matter. He can put anything right here he wants to put. Anything. Whatever the title is. My book, whatever, is such a success on Amazon. It feels, now this is big right here, it feels, you must tell yourself how it's going to feel when he get his book on Amazon. He was using the word successful. It feels so successful to be booking speaking engagements because of my powerful story. His story is powerful. People gonna be booking him for speaking engagement because his story is so powerful. At the end, instead of powerful story, he could write, because so many people connect with my story. What does he want? So now as I think about it, I come back and he write this. This is why I tell y'all, do this stuff with a dry erase board, because I wouldn't even say powerful story. Forget that. We know it's powerful. Let's get to what, if it's powerful, they'll do what? Because so many people connect with my story. Joan, how did that feel? Come off mute. Mic check. Is he still here? Well, he can watch the replay. Right now, I'm so happy and grateful that my book is such a success on Amazon. It feels so successful to be booking speaking engagement because so many people connect with my story. And then at the end, you always put, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because this is gratitude. Step one, right now, I'm so happy and grateful. Step two, it feels like this. Step three, thank you, thank you, thank you. Does this make sense? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much sense does this make? Everybody in the chat, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much sense does this make? See, everybody's been telling you, you have to have a goal, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. But this isn't this, some people call this a goal. I just did an invocation. I just invoked this. I just told my ancestors what I want. I just made myself accountable. I can share this with everybody on my team. This is what I want to do. How many of you now, yes or no, do you have your goal written down like this for next year? Yes or no? How many of you have this written down just like this? And if I call you off of mute, you can read it right now. Right. You already have the course. You already have Prosperity 365. You already know where it's at. You already know where it's at. Come on. All of you are in here, in the library, scroll down, how to write my 2 goals in 2 sentence form. There it is. I did this video back in 2000 something, 14 or something.
What's going on, family? This is Coach Kyer, and of course, you know, you're still
11-minute video, 11 minutes, 39 seconds. How to write the goals out so they can stick. And then I think I even got the how to write the year ones out.
What's happening? This is Coach Kyer, and of course,
Yeah. I hope everybody's like, damn, I wondered when I was gonna click on that. Why does he say he the Moon King? Because all you got, once you write it down, it's a wrap. Who is snoring on my line? The truck driver. It's all good. Nia said, what makes that external? Because it's an offering to others, AKA affects others? No. Internal is something we can't see. It's none of our business. It's for you. External is something that other people will be able to tangibly measure. You'll be able to tangibly measure it. Internal is just you. Do I want to lose some weight? Do I want to get in shape? Do I want to change my eating habits? Is anything that's non-financial is internal. External has some finances around it. Nobody's going to pay you to lose weight. Nobody's going to pay you to meditate 20 minutes a day. So if you ain't meditating 0 minutes a day and you want to go to an hour a day, that's an internal goal. Nobody's going to pay you a dime for that, not just for meditating. Now, the effects of slowing your mind down, then you probably can get paid for that. We are in the gathering phase right now. Shippy towel on the running side. Was I just looking at that? Was I just looking at that? What did I tell you to do? You supposed to have all of your moons labeled for the whole year. What's today's date? The 15th, right? Who's looking at the screen? What's tomorrow? Pop quiz.
Planting.
Planting.
What's the definition of planting? Hold on, let's back up. What is planning about? What do you do in the planning phase?
Writing your 2 goals down in your 2 sentences.
That's right. And then when you get to the planting phase, then what? What do you do with the 2 sentences?
Get the universe pregnant.
By doing what?
Movie and meditation.
That makes you do what? Starts with an M. You left the last M off. Movie, meditation, and what?
Manifesting.
M. No, you ain't manifesting nothing in the beginning.
Meditation.
No. I mean, yes, but that ain't the one I'm looking for. Well, she already said meditation and a movie. Memorize. You must memorize your 2 sentences. That's why you had to stop. Some of y'all try to put 6 goals in 2 sentences. Then you can't memorize it. Memorize, movie, meditate. Memorize, movie. You spent 3 days writing it down. I was already on that net on the 6th. Let's look at the timeline, what happened. Now, let's just go back and look at the review now. Look now, full moon energy, the 6th. You learn how to write your 2 goals. You learn about 365. You get your flight plan. The 7th, your head begins to crack. The 8th, really good cracking. What did I tell y'all about Thursday? I said, don't you go nowhere till Thursday night. Now, I want to hear where y'all at on Thursday night. Thursday nights, y'all was like, shit, I'm catching a car to the house. I gotta go lay down. That was the celebrating phase. Came back Friday and got bust up some more. And then Saturday, what did we do? All of it started coming together. Everybody got put on teams. And then how do we leave from up out of there? Partying like rock stars. Partying like rock stars. Sunday, everybody was celebrating everybody. That's what the using phase is. Monday, go to bed, sleep, think about your notes. Tuesday, get yourself together. Now, Wednesday, we are in here with a plan. The plan doesn't, quote unquote, manifest providencia until the 7th of March. So now, for all of you control freak women that's in my class, and there are many of you, and those of you who are just visiting tonight, who have chosen not to prioritize the Inner Magic Academy, now you can slow down, because you can't make it happen no faster than it's gonna happen. What did she say? Success is sequential. Shit! How she know what I'm doing over here? She said, you're here to get ready, and success is sequential. Jesus Christ, sequential order? Alma, you want to tell them that story, that voicemail you left me today? You want me to just play it off the phone?
Nah, what did I say? Don't do that.
Nah, you said somebody was messing with OE's plan, and then they left and went and got with somebody else, and their whole shit fell apart. And then you asked them, you said, so if you'd have stayed with OE, you would be good right now? And they was like, yeah, basically.
Yeah, this person basically destroyed a political organization from the inside out. The person they chose over you with a bad idea.
That's such a wonderful thing. And I wouldn't give a damn.
They didn't choose them. Well, they went against your advice is what happened.
Oh.
Pulled that person in after you said that's not a good idea. It's crazy.
I'm showing y'all the best idea. Don't you like all them fruit trees out there in your yard?
Yes, thank you very much. I do.
How did you get them?
Planning more and doing less, not skipping steps, staying on schedule, waiting to respond, and enjoying my nap time.
All the stuff we teach around here, the regular fundamentals, stuff just come to you. Does who in my class has the whole year mapped out for the rest of the year? Who has the whole year and who doesn't? Who doesn't? Now, if you're not in my class, don't answer, because I don't expect you to have it. But who in the class does not have the whole year mapped out, and who doesn't have, and who does?
I do.
Right. So those of you who put I don't, then how you gonna know where you're going? If it's a whole map, it's a whole map for the whole year. I'm gonna be in Africa in August. I do the map first. I put the map down, then I came and filled it in. You see it too. Don't call me to do no work in August. It's not highlighted in green. I ain't trying to make no money. But look at July. I'm trying to eat. What's the money sign for Taurus, anybody? What's the money sign? What's one of the money signs for Taurus? What's the second house of Taurus? Oh my God.
Libra?
What is the second house of Taurus? Jesus Christ.
Gemini.
Gemini. When does Gemini start?
June. No, May.
May 21st.
Hey, if you're not in my class and you don't know, don't embarrass yourself. I'm not even talking to you if you have to guess. All you're doing is letting everybody know you're not in my class. May what?
21st.
So why would I, a Taurus, have June with a green line around it? I'm working in June and July. I'm about to cake up. I got a full tank.
Your full energy.
I got my full energy, and Gemini is the second house of Taurus. None of you should be working in your birth month or the month before. You don't see no green around April. I'm gonna be in a whole container. And you see that retrograde. Whew, is that, yeah, the retrograde starts on the 7th. You better put them retrogrades in your map. You start out with your moons. Where's your cycles? Where's the retrogrades at? February, I definitely didn't make a whole bunch of money on Monday because there was only a couple people there. But I did make some money. But at the end of the month, that's it. No more work. I ain't working in March. I ain't working in April. I ain't working in May. But in June, you're going to pay me. August, I don't want to work. I want to be in Africa. September, I'm right back at it. I don't compete with Santa Claus. If I was a Scorpio, I might jump out there like that. Sagittarius, maybe. But I'm not. So I don't compete with Santa Claus. It's not in my favor. Does this make any sense to anybody who has comments, questions, feedback on anything we covered so far or have not covered? Let me check my email to see that she already sent me the form, because I'm ready to fill it out myself. Oh. Does somebody have a comment, question, or feedback? Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, look at there. Look at all that flyness that she got over there. And jokers didn't even want to pay their membership to stay in this class. My. I always be looking, man. I just love it. I just love it. I just love it. I'm gonna change some lives out here. So I'm gonna just send all this in the email out to everybody. She sent 2 videos, and then she sent the notes for OE's class. And she sent it to me like at 6:25, an hour and 5 minutes before she got to class. She already knew what she was gonna do. Stepped on it, and whichever one of y'all made the other person not come, good job. Whoever that was. I wish you could stay a little longer. Good job. You said we should be taking off the month before and after the birthday. I did not. I did not say nothing about after the birthday. I said I don't compete with Santa Claus. The month after your birthday is the money month. The sign after your sign is your money sign. We've had 20 classes on just that alone. Never mind, we're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna get into it. Sippy tie on the runny side. Is this right here? So I showed you all this. Does anybody want me to, does anybody want this in the chat? Yes or no? Does anybody want me to include this too? This is what it looked like. Where am I drawing at? Hey, where's the view on here? I filled this out like 18 months ago. Every year I have to go, look what it said at the top. Take 3. This is from 2020. I ain't even done a 2023 yet. OE son, I was 51 when I did this one. My race, human, my culture, my language, my religion, my gender. Just in case some of y'all was confused about what my gender is, you wondering what to call me, you'll never go wrong with this one. What's my sexual preference? I'm super specific. And I was born in DC, and I do claim the 2-6. I live in Atlanta currently. What's my physical attributes? Very attractive. I know y'all like that one. Tell the truth. Caramel brown, you see it. double jointed thumbs. You ain't got none of that. My habits, spiritual awareness, mindful breathing, solar appreciation, ongoing practical magic. What's my personality? Charismatic and charming, fearless with a touch of caution, radically honest, outgoing introvert. Your likes, what do you dislike with a passion? See, how you gonna tell the people about yourself? When you writing your book or explaining or doing an introduction, you don't even know what you're interested in. Hey, please buy my stuff so I can get to the money. What are you interested in? I'm interested in being an author. I'm interested in being a teacher. Here go my joint, right? I'm interested in helping the willing. My shit don't say helping everybody. What are my creative talents? This number one, because nobody can see me with this. Nobody can see me in being strategic. Conflict resolution, arguably that might be the next one. Shit, all of these top three could be number one. Well, number five, absolutely. Damn, this shit is good. I can't wait and I have to upgrade all of this. What are my learned skills? What positive life-changing incident happened? Yeah, what negative life-changing incident? My mother didn't come see my father before he died. What's your business? Providing transformation and strategies, helping people find themselves. I'm in the business of relaxation and relationships. I coach people to grow spiritually and live free, provide products. What's the core impact? This is why she told June to take a week. All of y'all want it right now. All of y'all want it right now. And you at a 2. I'm at an 8. I'm at a 9. I'm almost there. Okay. What is that? I help women turn on and get clear in their inner magic and keep it on so they can live super happy lives. What is the title of liberty that my culture looks to when they need to know I am to remind them of who they are and refocus them on where we are going together? What did Kole just post in Mighty Net in the chat today? What did she just post? What did she post yesterday? What did she just tell y'all to get? Who seen it? Who got it? Hold on. Un momento, por favor. Nah, come on back over here. Now I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. And Ace, I did not know you played football neither. Cut it out. What's that? What'd I say? Expert secrets. She said, land this one. Expert secrets. It's on Audible. Why am I harping on that? Because if you don't have expert secrets, you can't turn to page 40 to 50. You can't read these 13 pages. You need to read 13 pages of expert secrets. It's actually a free PDF that I'm sure is in the Inner Magic Facebook group files for free. Who can most benefit from my product or service? Who provide? And all these people are people I like. Do I like them? Can they afford to pay me? That's how I made mine over. I didn't think about everybody. Who provides services to people that most benefit? Where does my customer shop? What does my customer read and listen to? What's the name for my brand? Whew, 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 whew. I ain't even brought this one out yet. Now let's build your ideal client. Her name is Angela. Y'all don't see that right there. Y'all don't see that, do you? Y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see that Venus and Libra, do you? How in the world could I know that my ideal client has Venus and Libra? How could I know? Who wants to answer the question? One of my students. How do I know?
Because you do.
Huh? October 16, 1985.
Would that be that they're putting their solar, it's like that's the second solar house or something?
Libra is I'm a Virgo rising, right? So what's my second? So what's the second house of Virgo?
Oh, Libra. So that's your second house.
Uh-huh. So I just described her. Where's the thing where you can put the dates in? Her name is Angela. So what happens if I just be somewhere chilling and all of a sudden somebody come up beside me and tell me their birthday is October the 16th? It's over. I just decide, do I even want it or not? What is it? 1985. Shit, I don't even care about that. She can stay anywhere. Oh, no. She stays in Oakland. No, she don't. She stays in San Francisco. And that's in California. And we hit the submit. And we roll up here. And she just so happens to have Venus and Libra at 0 degrees. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? She has a moon at 29 degrees Virgo. I know all about this person. Her Saturn is at 26 degrees Virgo. Her Saturn trines my sun. This just by me just looking at it. I mean, Scorpio, my bad. Her Saturn is opposite my sun because my sun is at 26 degrees. And that's kind of how I did it. I did it off of Saturn. I knew I wanted a Libra, but when I saw the Saturn was 26, I just moved it back so it would sit exactly opposite my sun, so I could shine light on her challenges. She got Jupiter in Aquarius. She don't even know how to use that. You show somebody how to use their Jupiter, watch how much they be faithful to you. I've been talking to all of you all who ever spent some money with me. Everything was aimed at Angela. Everything was aimed at Angela. I got white male clients. I got all type of clients. Let's look, what else about Angela? She's in Silicon Valley, Mountain View, California. She's single. She has a house, she rents, she lives alone. She got 2 kids, she got a pet, master's degree. She's in the IT field. She's a manager, supervisor. She makes $500,000 or more. This is the one that most of y'all leave out. Let me just switch that color up. Right. Let's bong that out. Let's move that up a couple notches. She need to have some money. Some of y'all don't even, this right here made sure I don't help everybody. I mean, I can help everybody, but I'm not looking to help everybody. Oh, what's she thinking about? Relationships, money, her children, health, and spirituality. You know why? Because that's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm talking about. Her hobbies, arts and crafts, exercise, and she like taking them girl trips. All of this is how you get down into the niche. They say that the riches is in the niches. She's on TikTok, Facebook, IG, and Twitter. I don't know what websites. What book is she reading? If she don't read Osho, I might not even want to talk to her. If she don't read the Bible or the Quran, I might not even want her as her. She hasn't read the Prophet. She ain't really my ideal client. Has she read The Secret? Has she read some books on magic and spells? Has she read the autobiography of a yogi? Has she read The Cards of Your Destiny? If she's read The Richest Man in Babylon, I'll take that. I can do something with her. She ain't read none of these books right here? I'm out of here. You see Sacred Woman is first right there. I know y'all see it. I know it. I know what's her dream? She wants financial freedom. What does she love to have? She wants her time back so she can do what she pleases, her own money, knowledge how to make extra money, mailbox money, her own business. How much of this is y'all? I wrote this. This is my third take, and this was in 2020. I started this in 2015 or something. Ooh, she wants the attention of quality men. She wants to have a dependable babysitter. When she said, I can make my clients orgasm, me too. I can too, boo. You ain't said nothing. She ain't, let's highlight that. If you don't like having morning sex, I really don't know if I want you as my client. Because you ain't even really ready to be on my level. Ooh, what keeps her up at night? All the money's right here. If I just went up and talked about your children's education and well-being, student loans, insecurities about self-worth, I could just do this one for a whole 6 months. That's a whole retreat. What is she afraid of losing? That's easy right there. Y'all don't know who you even want to get your money from. How does she make decisions? What's important in her life? What frustrates her the most? She wants more love. If she doesn't want more love, she's not my client. She wants to love someone else, and not having this love in her life is the most frustrating. In her primary relationship, what frustrates her the most? She don't like being lied to. She don't like being left in the dark. She don't like being played. What makes her angry? Dishonesty, STDs, all that. Not paying her money that's owed, lying. What's her most urgent crisis? Counterfeit personality. So many of y'all, when y'all first got here, had counterfeit personalities. Some of you still have counterfeit personalities, trying to go against your chart. What humiliates you? What are her favorite websites? Damn if I know. What is she reading? She's reading something about cryptocurrency because I am. What does she dream about achieving? Then I start designing my image for my brand. You just write that out. On a scale of 1 to 10, how helpful was that? Y'all have to get on the email list. Go to www.workwithOye. There'll be a pop-up so you can get on his list. Yeah, or you can just hit the chat at the bottom and say, put me on the list. Listen, somebody said, please send this to my email address. Send this to this email address. Ace, tell them who's gonna get this email, Ace. Who gonna get this?
You gotta be on the email list. Gotta be on the list, bro. I put it in the chat for y'all. I'm trying to help y'all out. If you think he going individually, email y'all, it's not gonna happen. Just
Ace, do you think, Ace, are you worried about missing emails and texts, Ace?
Nah.
Why you ain't worried about it?
But it's also too though, man, like we always talk about it, coach. It's it's social capital, right? Like we can't always get something and not give something. And all he asks for is an email. And your birthday. Well, he asked for your birthday. Let me not lie to y'all. He asked for your birthday too.
Somebody say, well, who's gonna get it? Oh, look at that. Look at this right here. Y'all see this? Doo-doo. I sent it out to 440 total. 259 people got it. If you on this call, you in this 259. Ace is not lying to you. If you think I'm gonna go looking and send it to you individually, you out of your mind. You're out of your mind. I can go over here and see what happened to these people right here. Oh, they don't have phone numbers, no problem. I might get my VA to just kick them all out. Some people are in here twice. But then I sent the email out. Let's see the stats on that one. Ooh, 440. I hit 439. Don't tell me you didn't get the email. Everybody who's on the email was because I had came over here and did just like this. I'm gonna show you. I hit the filter, I hit the tag. I came down here, I said, dun-dun-dun-dun. I'm not, it ain't even all the way down there. Keep It Simple Astrology course members. I want y'all to come. Oh, my bad. Gotta change it over here. I wanted everybody who paid to come to the to Austin. I wanted them to come through. That's the collective and who paid. I didn't even invite the people who was in the think tank. This is not their venue. Where's my other joint? I am membership. That's Inner Magic membership. I invited everybody who's a member. Then I invited everybody who's a VIP. I didn't invite nobody from the Jin room. I didn't know KI Network. The Keep It Simple Astrology course members. How many is that? 456. I can show some. I really want to show all of y'all how to do this, where you're organized. How do you segment your list like that? Then I came over here and hit this button, hit that button, hit that button, hit that button, and then I started writing and sending the text. Put a 1 in the chat when that hit your phone. Put a 1 in the chat when that hit you. And only 69 people showed up. And then I posted the same link I sent myself. I posted it over in the Mighty Networks for the Condors. It don't bother me if you don't get all my messages. It don't bother me at all. Yeah. So everybody's phone just hitting right now, huh? What's up, Amsu? I'm gonna do this shit till the wheels fall off. Did you ever add my number? I ain't receiving the text. What's the number? That's a good thing to ask, like, what was your old number? Did you go back and, if I didn't add the number, did you go back and say, and go back over to the chat and send me a chat on the website? This is my new number. Boom, it's gonna pop right up.
Hey, this is Kiss. I sent you a text message with my new number.
Which number did you text it to? The 404 or the 336?
I sent it to your personal phone.
This is the 404 number I do all that on.
Okay, all right.
So that all you gotta do is just shoot it over to the 404 number or go to the chat and send it over there. I'm doing my best to stay off my telephone, because then I got to look at the phone, go look at that number, then go over here and find it over there and do all that. Everything that's business, go to the 404 number. 336 is when you want to holler at me. I like to get some microdose. I like to get some of them Tamarian blues off of you. I like to help you out as you move to Bali. I like to, something like that. That's over here on the personal. That 404, it's on my phone, but I don't hardly use it like that. What's my goals for next year? Interesting. Now that, and it's the last day of planning. So it doesn't matter whether you write when you write the goals out, you have days to get it done. You have days to get the goal done. Oh, no, my bad. Shoot. You had the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th to write the goal and change it. You should be changing it twice a day. You could even still be changing it on the 16th or the 17th, but get it done before the new moon. Memorize it before the new moon, 2 sentences. Does this make sense? Mic check, mic check. I'm trying to make this a short class tonight. Comments, questions, feedback. I'm still open to any human design or astrology questions, and some of you who weren't at the Condor thing last night, I know y'all just like, oh my God, because you're still family. You're still family. I still want you to get the benefit. I'm showing you who I'm loyal to. I'm loyal to who loyal to me. Because I could have sent it to all 5,000 people. I could have posted it on YouTube. My La Familia means something. Well, okay.
Oh, yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
When you gathering data on people for human design and they don't know their birth time, what do?
I rectify the chart, get the birth time within 10 minutes and then keep it moving.
You know, some people's birth certificates, they don't have the birth time on there, and a lot of people don't know what the time is.
Right. That's why we have a rectification class in Inner Magic Authority. That's quite easy. It's at least 8 people in this room can do that right now.
Okay.
You got to come to class. I mean, here you go. I'll tell you. If you don't want to do the most advanced rectification, somebody just come off of mute and tell them what to do. Watch this now. Watch this. They're going to tell you what to do. We're going to see if you know how to do it. Somebody tell them, what do we do if it's a man?
Sun in the first.
What if we do if it's a woman?
Moon in the
Moon
first.
on the first.
Look, they talking over each other. They know it so good.
I mean, I couldn't hear it. Can you say it one more time?
Anybody tell them, man. So anybody.
Sun in the first, if it's a
You put the
man.
sun in the first house. If it's a female, you put the moon on the first house. No. If you have any question, my 10 years old can help.
Wait a minute. Where my hold on, where my knees is at? Hold on. Turn your camera on. Where my babies at? I ain't seen them in about 3 weeks. Where the babies at? Turn the cameras on.
If it's a female, it goes in the first house.
Fair.
Okay. She getting something. She getting peroxide.
Stop talking so your mama can explain again. Be quiet. Okay. Tell them again. What happens if it's a man?
If it's a man, you put the sun in the first house. If it's a female, you put the moon in the first house. Or the
And how many people in your household know how to do that?
4.
And what's the
The
youngest
children
one?
are.
What's the youngest one?
Youngest is 9.
What's the youngest one?
Youngest is 9.
I'm 9 years old.
And then after that is 12, and then what?
Well, 11 and 14 now.
Okay, that's all I
I'm
needed.
still 10. I'm gonna be 11.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, that's what, I mean, pretty simple if a 9-year-old can do it, but the 9-year-old don't never miss class. The mama don't never miss class. They just come to class. They just come to class. I don't know my birthday. I guess you might have to call a 9-year-old. We will stun over here as Jedis now. We will do that. So yeah, that's because those are regular astrologers, but that's a real problem. Not having your correct time of birth. What about if you were adopted? What about if you was born in the country? Today I was at the post office. This crazy, y'all, listen to this. The lady who I used to always go to at the post office, down there by the Beautiful, her birthday is May 18th. So I know she's an ace of diamonds and she owes me. So if it's 3 people at the counter, I will let other people go so I make sure she waits on me. So all my stuff goes through smoothly. So she's retiring. So she ain't been there in a few weeks. So there was somebody else in her seat today. And I said, when's your birthday? She said, May 15th. No, she said April 15th or something like that. And then I was like, okay. And I told her, I was like, that's a such and such. And she said, well, what is the 5th? I was like, let me go look. And it was a 3 of clubs. She said, I was born in the Dominican Republic 47 years ago. When you came and picked your birth certificate up, that's what day they put down for your birthday. She said, I was born on the 5th, but my mama picked my birth certificate up on the 15th. So how many people out here got a birth certificate like that? And you sitting there calling yourself reading their chart, giving them all this wrong information and proud of it. And you 10 days off, not 10 minutes or 10 hours, you 10 days off. The moon ain't nowhere near the right sign. Forget the houses. The moon is not even nowhere. You telling this person all about they got moon in Leo. And they really got moon in Taurus. And you over here just going in, hypnotizing them with your voice. Inner magic, we the shit, Anwar, period. I said it. I got a 9-year-old out here. I'll sick on damn near anybody. All right. Was the text, the documents from this sister? I don't understand what you're saying, Evina. Was the text, the documents from the sister? What do you mean? Oh no, we can't hear none of that. That's all too loud.
She's asking if the text was you sending the documents from Aprille, but no.
I don't understand what you mean.
When are you sending the documents from Aprille? I think that's what she wants to know.
When?
Coach, she was asking if the text message that you had sent out, because you was like, watch this, who all got this text? She was asking if the text message was the information that Aprille sent you that you said you was gonna send out.
No,
right?
I haven't sent that out yet.
Okay.
Right. I'm talking to y'all. I can't send it out yet. I got to wait till I get off of here and go get me some watermelon juice. And then
he got squirrel.
Huh? Oh, the text message he sent was, peace fam, I love you like cooked food. No, I sent that. That's me. I sent that to show you how this works. Yes, it was very loud. And Ace, I'm gonna call you when I get finished. We can do your Yiming consultation when I finish.
Bet.
Right. So if there are no more other questions, I'm gonna just do my last announcements. This will be the last class, live Q&A class, unless somebody wants to lead it for a minute, because I'm about to go underwater. Y'all know I'm leaving out of town. Yeah, bungeeing. There are some Tamarians left. There's some microdose capsules left. And if you was in Austin, that energy from Austin, while we was down there, this fruit was over here, being very fruitful. So if you're interested in acquiring some Tamarians before I leave, the 24th is the last day I'm shutting it down. Do not even inquire on the 20th. That's the last day I'm shipping anything. If you want to do any Bufo, I'm going to be in Chicago this weekend doing Bufo Saturday and Sunday. There are no more ceremonies in Atlanta for Bufo or for mushrooms. Don't worry about the Gin room. You can't come to the Gin room and do mushrooms or do Bufo. It's over unless I come back and I do a Bufo. I probably won't do mushrooms in the Gin room no more. I'm gonna build a new Gin room where I'm going. Yeah. If you would like to get a Yimingju consultation. I think I opened up a couple of days. You basically would go to work with OE. You would click on Yimingju consultation, or just click on Yimingju. You'll book a session. Don't book tomorrow. I don't know what happened here. What I said, there's nothing open for the 17th. So don't book that. Don't do that to yourself, because I'm not even gonna be here. The 16th, I don't really know why this is open either, but it's
I'm
supposed.
scheduled for tomorrow.
Excuse me?
I'm scheduled for tomorrow.
I'm not talking to you. I'm
Oh.
talking for those who would like to get a consultation. Right, who have not scheduled. Some of these days will be open next week. But if you want to just get in and you put it on the 16th or 17th, you can, but I'm still gonna call you and reschedule it. So it's okay. If you want to book one of these times, you can, but you're gonna get rescheduled. So that's fine if you just want to hold your place. Any more spots on the Chicago Bufo ceremony? I have a couple of people up there. Absolutely. If someone wants to be in on the Bufo spots, this is what we learned. Oh my God, thank you so much for that, Nafis. Look at this. Dun, 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 ceremonies. What does that say? Bufo 5 MEO request. This is my intake form. They can't just pop up, Nafis. You're gonna have to send them over here and send them this link. If they don't fill the link out, they don't come do Bufo. That's what I want for you, Nafis. That's why I wanted you to come down to the condo approach. Stop letting these niggas just walk up on you talking about I want to do anything. If they can't come down here and put their name, last name, phone number, email, date of birth, whether they got an iPhone, whatever. If they don't want to fill this out, fuck them. And they need to put their picture in so I can see what you look like before I even make a decision, because you're not going to be coming to my door. That's the first time I see you. An intake form separates you from everybody else out here practicing. What does the intake form look like? If you've ever filled out a form, everybody that's filled out, what's that? In this year, I can go look at everybody who filled it out last year. 93 people filled out the form last year. I can go look at every one of them. Guess what they all have? A picture. Hey, Lotus, I know what you look like before you get to my house. Why are you here? Have you taken any prescription medications? What entheogens have you done before? You ever done 5 MEO? What's the best time to call? How many people? This is my cousin. Her grandma and my daddy was best friends. I made her fill a form out. And she had already done it. I made her fill the form out again. Yep. I don't know what this medication is. I sent it to AMSU in a text message. That's just lazy. I could probably go and like look it up on the internet, but when I ask AMSU, he knows like what's it for and why they taking it. I'm already learning people. I'm already learning more about people, like why they're taking certain medications. You need to ask all that before they get there. So if somebody want to do something with me, guess what? Oh, it ain't gotta be 5 MEO. What if they want to do some mushrooms, they want to come to the Gin room, guess what? It ain't gonna be no blowback on me. Oh, you did something to these people. You crazy. They filled it out themselves. Hey, look at Nia. Bam, bam. And it makes you look more professional. Everybody don't show up, but I know what they look like. My main man throwing down right here. All right. Hello,
Okay.
Oye, I received the text and the invite to the class tonight, but not the form. My email is, what? I didn't send the form tonight. What do you mean, Julius? Or Julius, can you type in the chat what you mean? I don't, because I didn't send the form tonight. Yes, Alma.
Thank you for sharing that. What app allows the client to attach a photograph?
Boy, y'all should be shooting Alma a cash app just for asking good questions.
Yeah, because I want to know what they look like too. I just got somebody on Calendly and I got to talk to them tomorrow, 11:30. I don't know who it is, what they look like.
What's up?
That'd be nice to know.
Go get on high level.
Go high level. Okay.
Yeah. What does somebody say? Well, what does go high level do? Go high level. Go high level. Un momento, por favor. This isn't. What are y'all look? Can y'all see my Discord right here? What are y'all looking at now? Or do y'all still see the go high level? What do you see?
We see the Jupiter group Discord.
Right. This is what go high level does. It's a game killer. All of this in one. I can make as many websites as I want. I can send out as many texts as I want, make as many surveys as I want, book appointments as I want. Every time y'all get something from me through that 404 number, you run it through Go High Level. All in one place. And I got the app on my telephone and on my iPad and on my desktop.
And they did your website, your beautiful website, they did that?
Goodness. Did they? Did they? Did they? Which one you want to see? Hold on. My boy at Pew. They copied all the ones that I had over every place that I had a website. They copied it and brought it over here. Unlimited. I got stuff on here I ain't even let out yet. Ooh. Y'all remember that relaxation is the key? I'm gonna redo that whole joint when I go to Bali. Got all of it back here. I can host as many, I can host everybody on his website if I wanted to. I got Small's website on here. Because they build funnels. Look, Small's got one in the background. If you on my team, then I don't care. You come over here. We build that joint out. They go to Yiming Zhuan right there. Pow. It's because it's all funnels. My website look like a website. It's not even a website. It's just a series of funnels put together. And then I can tell them to put, when I do my forms, so when I build a form, they go to 5MEO joint. At the bottom, I just told them they got to put a picture in. You build a form the way you want. I wrote all this up. I made some of the things mandatory, and some of the things not mandatory. But on this Bufo, if they miss one thing, they can't even submit it. Do I make it required or not? Yeah, it's required. I want to change the question. I just changed the question right here. I hope that's helpful. And when you get on and Bill Wan put me up on them like 4 years ago, and I ain't want to do it. I'm hard-headed. I just want everyone to know. I always win the award of the most hard-headed. Okay, just letting you know. But I got it now. And when you get to Go High Level, do not try to do everything that they do. What is the one thing you like about my website that they do? Go over there and start out with that thing. What she says, success is sequential. I wanted my website to have a chat on it because the chat comes directly to my phone. Or when somebody fills out a form, I can make it go to any one of y'all. I got like 6 people that know somebody filled out a 5MEO chat. It don't go to just me, it go to my whole squad. Yes.
Do you have a referral link, Oye, for the Go High Level?
Because they want me to white label it. If Bill Wan was here, he'll tell you, they don't even want me telling y'all that it's $97 a month for all of that. They want me to white label it and sell it to you for $297 a month. At $297 is still a steal. They have a 96% retention rate, meaning I can't leave them. It's God, oxygen, water, Yimingju, go high level. Right. I can't leave them. I can't. You see how all of y'all came here together? That's off of my 97 a month. I don't even look at that. I'd be so happy when they send me the receipt. If I was paying $297, some of you could do it and then say, yo, show me how to create my own SaaS organization. Like, remember when she said some of you are administrators? And it is connected to all my social media. It's pieces of this I'm not even using, dog. I could make all my content, put it all up and go high level and have it be released at whatever time I tell it to be. I'm not even using that part. And they got a whole marketplace where you can go get people who are experts better than you, and they can run your own high level for you. Run ads, everything. Me and Bill Wan ain't done but this much of this thing. Let me go get my nervous system together. I'm just gonna nod my head. Let me go get my nervous system together. So I don't have a referral link because you can have it. You can have it. Kick me back something later. Go be successful. I don't want to make no $2 or $3 every month. I want to see you go do something with it. I don't care nothing about that. As we all know, I get money and gonna always get money. And I appreciate y'all wanting to do the referral. Now, there are some affiliate things I will be rolling out shortly. I only want y'all to have one affiliate link, and that's to me. Oh, he's having this class. I'm his affiliate. I'm working on all of y'all being my affiliate. I sell a course for $1,500. I want you to get $250 or $500. I'm looking to do JVs all around the world. That's another story. All righty. Anybody else got comments, questions, feedback? That's right. Look at Alma's apocryphy. I know that's going to be fire. If you get over there on Go High Level, it could be a whole rap.
I'm signing up right now. I'm thinking.
Oh, and it gets wait. Now, it get even nastier because what the hell? I thought I just copied that. Okay. Copy. Now, it depends where you at in your business. This next thing I'm about to show you. I could copy this. Watch this play right here. I could copy this. Go over here to my Discord. Click on my VA who's in the Philippines. And tell him, clone this site for me before Saturday and change the name to Oye Picking Boogers. .com, and he'll do it. I can have that website cloned before I get back from Chicago. Change the prices and everything. And then go to Alma and be like, would you like this? Or I could go to a stranger and say, would you like this? That's why you need a VA. Of course, I ain't gonna do that, but I have them. My website that I got now, I did that.
Let's get the VA plug, OE.
Say less. You ain't said nothing. I thought you was talking. Level 9 virtual, and we know the owner. Bill Wong got the owner on speed dial. I got his text message, but I don't be calling him like that. Level 9 VAs are trained and go high level. Level 9 VAs are trained and go high level. They be telling you to go to all these other places and get all these, go to, you know, but everybody's not trained and go high level. All of the level 9 VAs are trained. You got 3 options. Most of you, I would start with the VA pod. This is where I started. Just go watch the video, see what it does. You can get you 40 hours for $500. What did Aprille say? She said, I'll pay 50 people to go get their GED, but I'm not going to get one. Will I pay $500 to get 40 hours? How much is that per hour? Anybody want to break that up?
12 and a half.
Jeez. You ain't gonna pay somebody $5.50 an hour to build you, to be out here looking stylish and pretty?
12 and a half, but yeah.
Say what?
12.
You ain't gonna pay nobody 20 an hour to be looking pretty. It takes dough to make bread. Number 9, it takes dough to make bread. Number 10, know and believe in thyself. My network is my net worth. Jesus Christ. Oh, my network is my net worth. Jeez, I could say it either way. My net worth is my network. A woman who just became a millionaire who has a staff of 17. She's in my network. My net worth went up yesterday when she got in my network. Your network is crazy because I'm in it. All of you have a crazy network. Y'all just have a problem of not asking and open your mouth because of the shame thing. Hexagram 18, hexagram 19, and the gene keys. How many times do y'all hear me say that? I say that all the time. All the time. Go to the gene keys and read that. Go to the gene keys and read it. Go to the gene keys and read 18 and 19. That's where the problem is at. We all being the whole criticism thing, especially if you're Black, sweet Jesus. Oh, my bad. It ain't 17. I mean, it ain't 19, it's 17. Ugh. Opinions. That shit right there. That's what shaming someone is your opinion of them. Shaming, playing the dozens is hexagram 17. Your mama's so fat, she can land a helicopter on her back. Your daddy's so blind, blah, blah, blah. Your mama's so dark, you can't even see her when the lights cut off, whatever. All of that's hexagram, all that's gate 17. And if you have gate 17 in your gene keys or your human design and don't know it, you fucked. If you have children, you should be looking for gate 17 because they need more support than the average child. You can't shame a child who has, you shouldn't be shaming no children, but a child who has gate 17, you about to set them back 10, 15 years. My birthday's on the 17th. The only place I could find this is why I say we use genetic matrix, because in my body graph, there is no Chiron. So I'm over here looking like, oh, I don't have no 17. I'm good. Till I went to genetic matrix. Watch how this go. Oh, it's $100 a year. I don't know if I can pay that. Okay.
Please pay it, please.
I don't even know.
That's one of the best, that's a good human design site right there.
It's
Just
got
pay it.
everything.
It's the best one. It's the best one for sure. I pay for everything.
Look, and when you do a reading, always use quantum plus Chiron. Do not do a human design reading without scrolling down to quantum plus Chiron. What's my Chiron? What's my Chiron? 17.
17.
On both sides, design and personality. Over here, don't even see no 17. Don't even see no Chiron. Where's your children's Chiron at? Where is 17 at in the chart? Are you talking to somebody who's got 17 in their chart? It's almost like I could just support people just off of 17. How to get past opinions and shame. That's a nasty webinar. Anyway, that's another subject. I don't want to keep y'all, and somebody's already saying, he's still talking? Yeah, pride, shame, and guilt prevents us from being God. Tell them infinite vibes. Yes. But yeah, those of you who sent me your email, I already told y'all what to do. Any other comments, questions, and feedback? I need 4 people to tell me their biggest takeaway from the night.
I had a quick question. Since you had the this is Kiss, the goddess.
Okay.
I had a question about on the genetic matrix, right? They have a yin yang, like they have a yin yang thing where it tells you how much yin and yang energy that you have.
How do you get to it?
You go to where you have it where it says quantum Chiron. Let me see if that's what it says. And you scroll down and it says yin yang. I think. Yeah, right there.
Teamwork make the dream work. I ain't even never seen this before.
Yeah. So how would you utilize this? Well, I guess never mind, because since you never seen it, then I was going to ask you, how would you utilize that information?
I would call Bill Wan immediately. I would call Bill Wan immediately. No hesitations, not pass go. I'm gonna call him when I get off the phone and ask, what is this? Why he ain't showing it to me? Ooh, look at that. I'm more yin than I am yang.
Yes, you are.
And the women be out here talking about, I can't tell them about their vagina. It is sad that I know more about the vagina than a lot of women. That's terrible. But now I'm 57 point. You shouldn't even show me this, Kiss. You should not have, you done messed up.
Yeah. Because all of that male, female stuff that's going on, everybody going back and forth about man, this and this. But if you look at this thing right here.
Men lie, women lie. What, Kiss? Numbers don't. Numbers don't. I don't believe in all that. Don't worry about it. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep going to see your accountant then. You'll be a millionaire soon. But we're going to be billionaires. Yeah, that's cold right there. I might not know now, but I bet you I will. Then there's that other one, like your sleep chart. I don't forget how to get to that. Shows what you are in your sleep. I'm sure.
Yeah. I was just about to tell you that. You go to foundation, go to the foundation one, and then scroll down. It's there.
It says sleep transit. Yeah.
Right. There's sleep foundation and sleep transit. So that's when that's with the transit. The other one is just what it is, like your foundation. So you're a reflector when you sleep. And it also tells you like the type of, so you got light energy, you got earth energy, you got demon energy.
Oh man, oh, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Because the people who ain't in the class, we just letting y'all know how we get down. KISS is just stunting right now. Lots of us do know. If you don't know, but you would like to know all those things, we welcome you at Inner Magic Academy. Just because I won't be having live classes on Wednesday, we have several Discords set up. We have a Facebook group set up. And if I want to just have a pop-up class anytime I want, I can do it and y'all can show up. But I would advise you to get in the background and learn your astrology first. Do not try to jump over here and talk about, I'm a this in my sleep, and you can't tell me what your second house is. Okay? We do things in sequential order over here so we can protect everybody. Little young guy, what you doing up this late? Why you ain't in the bed? What are you doing? Don't you need a haircut?
No,
You need a haircut.
no,
Did you brush your teeth today?
yes,
How many times?
2.
I need you to brush them 2 more times. I can smell your breath way over here. Whew.
Get off my computer.
That's my little G right there. All facts. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Let's take a nice big inhale. Slow exhale out the mouth. One more big inhale. Anabako, Gijala Kimenka, Tatia Tessera, Kabel Renard, Amcha Sagvanu, Taharanu Nara, Nagibor, the Shea Yakadeka, Kavava Shamran, Barkam Taram, Rakame, Tazika Taker to meet Gamlin, the Sin Kadosh, Baru, Tufka, Nahel Lata Taker, the Keep Yale, Chapanez, Okrea, Katushka Taker, Shavatanuka Bel, Ushma, Tazaka Tanu, Yadea Talamo, Baruk Shem, Kavomakuto, Lalam Vaed. On 3, y'all know how we do. Coming off that mute button one time real hard, hitting them with the piece 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Pace, 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 pace.
So y'all are supposed to be asleep, not in my